Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
Terror groups becoming active in Manipur may stoke tension, says security official. TMC MP Nusrat Jahan arrives at ED office for questioning on flag scam. Maratha quota row, cases against protesters drop. CM urges Manoj Jarange to end hunger strike. Heavy rainfall in Uttar Pradesh leads to school closures in Lakhimpur Kheri and Barabanki districts. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News. The news web leader, your exposure to the world. After some gunshots left an army officer severely injured in Manipur last week, security officials warned against the resurgence of some terror groups and their revival in the strife-torn state. Officials also said that terrorists are possibly mingling with the crowds. Terrorists belonging to banned groups United National Liberation Front and People's Liberation Army were allegedly part of the mob from which gunshots were fired. Lieutenant Colonel Raman Tyagi was injured during a standoff with a group of people including women vigilantes. The group allegedly tried to attack tribals but was stopped by the army and the Assam Rifles. Actress turned Trinamool Congress MP Nusrat Jahan appeared at the Enforcement Directorate office in Kolkata as she was summoned in a case involving her role as a director in a suspicious financial entity accused of defrauding senior citizens by falsely promising affordable residential flats amounting to crores of rupees. The Enforcement Directorate summoned Nusrat to its office in the CGO complex at Salt Lake for questioning on her connection with the said entity 7 Sense Infrastructure Private Limited. The MP is a former director of the company, according to the complaint. The controversial Maratha quota has taken the stage ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Maratha outfits also called for a bandh in protest against the recent lathi charge by the police in Jalna district against protesters demanding reservation in Maharashtra. The call for a bandh has received widespread support from various political parties. Recently, Shinde has announced the withdrawal of police cases filed against pro-Marathi reservation protesters in Jalna district. The epicenter of the latest round of stirs on the issue and urged quota activist Manoj Jarange to end his indefinite fast. In reaction to continuous heavy rainfall in Uttar Pradesh, schools in Lakhimpur Kheri and Barabanki district declared a closure on Wednesday. All schools from pre-primary to class 12 to remain closed today, 12 September, in the wake of inclement weather conditions in Barabanki and Lakhimpur Kheri districts and a weather warning by IMD. Meanwhile, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath directed the officials to conduct relief work in rain-hit districts. An official statement said, UP CM directed officials to provide relief amounts to people affected by the inclement weather. The Jammu-Srinagar National Highway grapples with blockages due to landslides at Kishtwari, Pathet and Banihal, as reported by Jammu and Kashmir Traffic Police. One vehicle reportedly hit by a boulder at Wagan Banihal on NH44. 4 bodies recovered, all of them shifted to SDH Banihal, said Ramban Deputy Commissioner. In response to these conditions, traffic flow on the highway has been suspended in both directions. The traffic police have issued an advisory recommending travelers to seek confirmation from the traffic control unit before attempting any movement on the affected highway. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
The political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी.
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle? Scaling new peaks in science and tech. Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can
के
use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा।
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance, from geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break, now moving ahead. Villages in parts of Morocco struck by the country's most powerful earthquake in more than a century endured their fourth night sleeping outdoors on September 11 as the death toll climbed to over 2,800 people. Search teams from various countries have joined Moroccan efforts to locate survivors after the 6.8 magnitude quake hit the high Atlas Mountains late on September 8, reducing traditional mud brick houses common in the region to rubble. Morocco has accepted offers of assistance from Spain and Britain, both of which dispatched search and rescue experts with sniffer dogs. The United Arab Emirates and Qatar also extended aid. Algeria allocated 3 planes to transport rescue personnel and supplies. An earthquake of magnitude 4.4 jolted the Andaman Sea. The quake occurred at 3:39 a.m. at a depth of 93 km today. According to the National Center for Seismology, in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, NCS wrote, earthquake of magnitude 4.4 occurred on 12 September 2023, 95.31 depth, 93 km, region, Andaman Sea. An earthquake of magnitude 5.1 struck Manipur's Ukhrul during the evening hours of Monday. As per the NCS data, the earthquake was recorded at a depth of 20 kilometers. Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat attacked those speaking against Sanatan Dharma, saying their tongues will be pulled out and their eyes will be plucked out. Addressing an election rally in Rajasthan's Barmar during the BJP's Parivartan Sankalp Yatra, the Union Minister of Jal Shakti said that some people are trying to end Sanatan Dharma that our ancestors preserved at the cost of their lives. We will not tolerate them anymore. I want to inform those who speak against Sanatan Dharma that we will put out their tongues if they do so. Those who look at it with disdain, we will pluck out every such eye, said the minister in the rally. Union Minister and former Army Chief General V.K. Singh said that Pakistan-occupied Kashmir would merge with India on its own after some time. He made the comments when asked about the demands of the people in POK that the region should be merged with India and what was the BJP's stand on the issue. POK will merge with India on its own, wait for some time, he told reporters in Rajasthan's Dausa, where assembly polls are stated to be held later this year. His remarks also came against the backdrop of China releasing its latest standard map, which included the Aksai Chin in Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh and some disputed areas in the South China Sea. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar raised strong objection to China's map and said it was their old habit. Actor Nasiruddin Shah finds the popularity of jingoistic films like The Kashmir Files, The Kerala Story and Gadar 2 harmful. He also feels filmmakers are made to make movies which bring down other communities necessarily. In a recent interview, the veteran actor expressed concern over the popularity of these films. He said, "Now the more jingoist you are, the more popular you become, because this is what has been ruling this country. It's not enough to love your country, but beat drums about it and you have to create imaginary enemies." That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.